Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountain side. The summer's gone and all the roses. Hey, Hentai's here, and Galahad got right in. Good to see we kept your wrench there, Galahad. I got concerned for a little while. Evan, thanks. I appreciate that. Looks like notifications are going out rather slowly today. What a surprise. Hey, Time Warps. and I got a whole bunch of things I wanted to talk to you guys about, and of course, notifications have to be on a lag today. Hey, Shamar. Good to see you, pal. Galahad, I do like the name change. God of Tits and Wine. Again, not a huge wine fan myself, but such a huge fan of titties that it more than clearly makes up for it. I take it Treat Skull. I've never heard of your streams. Now I finally am. Good to see you. I take it you guys are all probably finding your way here from the stream being recommended or something, because apparently they're not bothering to send out notifications on this one. Where is Chin Chin? Oh, Chin Chin is... I'm so sad to see, before I even get into that, I'm just so sad to see Chin Chin gone. I got to finish, or actually I barely scraped the surface because I've been doing so much other shit, of reading Papa Frank's book. I got to get back into that. I want to know how everything ties up. Hey, Raul. And Maz, good to see you back, pal. Oh, Liam's here. No, I haven't been watching any Cyanide and Happiness, Liam, only because I don't watch them on my own, because I'm hoping to, at some point again, here we go. This didn't take long. Fuck you, train. I'm hoping at some point, at the time of my day to start doing other reaction videos too again, and then I'll do them for the channel. But I love Cyanide and Happiness. Come on, Curtis. We poured some red wine on a nude bit-tittied blonde. You would try it? Yes, that is absolutely 100% correct. And even if I didn't like it, I would go back and try it several times over just to make sure I didn't like it. Hey, Ito, and Praveen, and Moe, Speedrunner. Saw One Piece and thumbnails, so I'm here. Well, actually, I just put a lot of anime in the thumbnail because today I wanted to, and we're waiting for the notifications to go out, but I wanted to get you guys' because again, you guys know my anime knowledge is real limited compared to all you guys. But I'm curious who you guys, when you think of underrated characters in anime from any series, who you think of. That's interesting to me, and it's kind of a cool way to pique my interest even more in different animes. In fact, YouTube didn't tell me you were streaming. Yeah, I don't think much of anybody got notified, Bukaki. It's just judging by the way people are coming in at the slow rate, that usually means notifications didn't go out and everybody just either was on the channel or saw the stream recommended. That's typically what that means. Oh, Maz says, the feeling when you eat so much you're about to burst? I just want a nap. Hey, RL, I'm not sure what happened to me today, Maz. It's funny you bring that up. All I had for breakfast, I had a couple of waffles, a couple of Eggos, and man, they're sitting on my stomach like wanting to kill me. Hey, Benemy, and Lust for Awesomeness, and Wayne, and Garrett's back. Sakura Kinomoto. You think so, Garrett? Underrated? It's but that's interesting to me. Like I say, I want to know what you guys think. And I'm terrible, which you guys know because you've asked me about, favorites on this, favorites on that. I'm terrible for the most part at picking favorites. I think a lot of it's because, like I've always said, I'm very, very easy to please when it comes to my entertainment. So I guess that's why I'm not good at picking one over the other, because I like so many things and, have a passion for so many different things. But I'm curious what you guys is, without, going too far ahead and giving a spoiler, I'm curious to see what you guys' favorite moment that I've seen so far in Naruto is. Jacob is still high? Jacob's still rolling. Underrated Pain. Nah, everyone loves Pain. Fucking masochist. And Naruto, Sakura are different characters. Well, and again, guys, don't be afraid to to elaborate. Let me know who you think is underrated, why. I think this would be fun conversations. Hi, he says, most underrated character I can think of would be, is that Ryo from Shaman King? He's got an interesting story and characterization overall. Shaman King, huh? Hi. Hold on, I'm gonna keep a window open to look at some of this stuff as you guys talk about it. Shaman King. Here's the wiki. I don't even. A Japanese manga series written and illustrated. Blah, blah, blah. The manga follows the adventures of Yo Asakura as he attempts to hone his shaman skills to become the Shaman King by winning the shaman fight. Takai chose shamanism as the main theme of the series because they were on a topic that had never been attempted before in manga. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Oh no, it does say the anime series was licensed in North America by 4Kids Entertainment. Oh no, what did they do to it? Hi, hi. I'm scared to know what they did to it. Whenever you see 4Kids mentioned, wherever it is in the wiki about a series or whatever, it automatically gives me a shiver. Medaka Kurokami is underrated as fuck, and what I believe Nagato could have really done it because he had the eyes and power. He was simply misguided. I caught part. I understand what you're talking about. Part of that, I think Hidan is underrated in terms of his character. I also really like Sasori. Yeah, well, you guys know with me, I love Hidan. Hidan's my favorite member of the Akatsuki. Probably. Hidan is my favorite quote-unquote villain because there's so many that fall into both categories in Naruto. But he's my favorite villain. Again, if nothing else, he got me with the I can't control my body. But I mean, just his demeanor, the way he goes about things, the shit he talks. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Yeah, I like Sasori too. Again, that was most underrated anime is Kijo. Well, brother E, listen, when you're talking that level of titties and butts, there's definitely something to be said for that. I could back that up. But yeah, you guys know I like Hidan a lot. I also, and actually where I am right now in the series is getting me concerned because I really like Sai. For some reason, right from the beginning, I really like Sai's character, and the position he's being put in where I am right now makes me very uneasy because he's in a bad spot because he's obviously developed a connection to Team Kakashi and Danzo's his boss. So I'm afraid that at some point Sai's going to have to make a decision that's going to run afoul of Danzo, and Danzo might do something devastatingly nasty. It's really got me concerned. It's actually considered one of their best dubs. Oh, really? Well, that's good. Still a lot of edits, especially to get rid of religious symbolism and tone down violence. Well, at least then they didn't rape it to the point that they've done some of the others. I mean, the thing that gets me with 4Kids, though, is some of the stupid edits they do. There were other way more obvious ways to have handled it that wouldn't have destroyed everything. That's what kills it. And again, you guys know way more about it than I do. But just from what you guys have shown me of 4Kids editing, there's been obvious ways that you could have, whatever they had toned down, the violence, the sexual references or whatever. There's been so many better ways they could have done it than just destroying a whole scene. Favorite underrated anime character? NWA bitches. Wolfie, wait a second. Are we talking NWA, the hip hop group, or the rap group, or what are we talking here? Kisame and Kimimaro are probably underrated. NOP at the same time. That's interesting because I'm really interested too, KK, in seeing where Kisame is going to go from where I am in the series. Because you're right, his abilities are fun to watch. I was like lukewarm on him at first. It was like, well, I think it's just because, and again, it's first impressions. My first impression of him was that he was just kind of like Itachi's lackey or something. At first, I didn't see him as being as badass as he is. I just saw him as like, oh, okay, Itachi's traveling the globe here, and Kisame is kind of, his wingman. But now that you start to understand more about him, and the look of the character, Kisame too, is one of my favorites as far as just appearance. But now that he met back up with Toby / Madara, and Madara, told him who he was, and then we haven't really seen him again since. I'm very curious about what's going to unfold here with Kisame. His power level is over 9,000, Wallace says. Most underrated anime character is John Cena because we don't see him very often. Brother E. Push Cesaro. How you doing, pal? Yeah, Cesaro, I think a lot of people didn't get notifications today. It's been a real slow trickle with everybody coming in. I think a lot of people are finding their way here, just because the stream got recommended to them. Again, big surprise there. You guys will probably all get, a couple hours after we're done with this stream, you guys will probably get notified of it. Maz, how could I forget Sabus, is it? From Overlord. Dude's just a kind-hearted gentleman that helps the downtrodden and beats up thugs. Hail Lord, touch me. You got me curious. Now, there, I got a window open. I want to look some stuff up as you guys say it. Sabus from Overlord. Because Overlord, well, I told you guys, Overlord is the series that attracted my attention the quickest as far as you guys are showing me clips of it. For some reason, the very first clip of that I was shown really, really resonated with me. Sebastian. I just like doing this as you guys give me, different names and stuff. I'm away from the chat for a second while I look at it. I'll go right back. Oh, God damn it. He's got a cool look to him. Taking you easy? No, you are the ones who are taking me easy. My name is Sabus. The one who gave me my name is the strongest warrior. The master I serve is the supreme being. But I can see it's no use talking about him to lower creatures such as yourselves. I grow tired of talking. Let's finish this. Nice quote. That's cool. See, this is fun for me. I just like stuff like this. We talk about random different things in the anime, and I can just look up bits and pieces of them. That's kind of fun. How would you rate Pain's power scale of 1 to 10? Okay, now DJ, I have to. Anytime I do something like this, I have to preface it by saying, of course, this is as of right now. If any of this stuff, if you ask me when Shippuden is over, it might be different because I'll learn more. As of what I've seen right now, I don't even know how... I was going to say I don't even know how Pain could not be a 10, other than what I fear for what Madara might be holding. I'm going to say by legend, by my concerns of what Madara's level might be, because you got to have it, if you're going to do a rating, you got to have a curve. I'm thinking Madara is probably near the top of the curve, so I'm going to put Pain at a 9 or a 9.5 as of what I've seen right now. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable. I'd say a 9. I'm gonna put him at a 9. What also scared me is the video I watched today. Danzo revealed some of his ability, and this is gonna suck because it looks like he's kind of badass, and that's gonna piss me off because he took out a bunch of ninjas that attacked him in the forest without even touching anybody, just cutting them in half, and that freaked me out. Tristan said, dang, had some Batman versus Superman requests, but this is fine. How are you and your family? We're doing good, Tristan. Thank you. Anything interesting coming up? You're a third daddy. I appreciate that. Seriousness, guys. I like when, to have the personal conversations as well. It's like, it adds to that community feel. Nothing big. All I've set aside, because we're always busy, it seems like, Tristan. And no different than anybody else. I'm sure you guys are too. But I asked, this is going to sound stupid. I asked Brax and my wife to put aside, I think it's going to be Saturday, a weekend day. If you guys haven't tried the new Taco Bell breakfast items, they're fucking awesome. They're great. I had them for the first time the other day. So I wanted my wife to have it too. So I said, put a day aside this weekend. I'll go out and I'll get us Taco Bell breakfast foods. And then we're going to watch, at some point I want to watch... why is the name going right out of my head? Because my brain is porous, that's why. Wreck-It Ralph. Because the big Disney freak that my wife is, she never saw Wreck-It Ralph. And Spaz Kid and I love it. So that's like our plan for the weekend, is just to put everything else aside and at least do those two things. And probably we'll watch, my wife and I will get together, we'll watch some videos from Disney World. But other than that, nothing big interesting coming up. Underrated in terms of power or favorability. Either way, King Sinbad. Either way, like I say, feel free to, because what I do is I know so little. When you guys tell me about these characters as best I can, I try and remember. That's why I look up like their wiki and stuff to get images in my mind as well. I just like hearing about other anime and stuff. That's how I've gotten interested in so many is from either the clips or just discussions about other anime. So however you feel they're underrated, either way is fine. Philip, hi my friend. Most underrated character in my opinion, Turtle from Rainbow. He's a little guy with a big heart who has a lot of shit of his own, being a Hiroshima orphan, being a large part of it. Wow, he's still willing to help his friends. All right, now you got me curious. I got to look that one up. Turtle from Rainbow. And again, guys, when I look these up, I have a separate browser window open, so I'll be right back to the chat. Turtle from Rainbow. All right, am I seeing the right thing here? What? No, I don't think I'm finding what you're talking about. Turtle. I'm just getting rainbow turtles. How else can I search this? Rainbow Shops? No, I don't think it's from Rainbow Shops. Okay, I got it. I put in Rainbow Anime. I got it. My anime list. Now let's see its wiki. Japanese manga series by George Abe or Abe, could be either way. Story set in the 1950s and focuses on 6 junior delinquents aged 16 to 17 that are sent to the Shonen Special Reform School. They learn to cope with the atrocities and unfairness they encounter there. Wow, that sounds dark. In 2005, it won the general category of the Shogakukan Manga Award along with The Spirit of the Sun. Wow. I like stories like that, though, that have that kind of darkness to them. All right, now how can I search turtle in here? I just want to. I'm gonna put turtle from Rainbow Anime. Got him. Now I found him. I just want to see what he looks like. Cool. Wow, that sounds. Philip? Is that as dark as it really sounds? I like stories like that, though. Plus, I know they're not talking prison, they're talking reform school, but I mean, it's along the same lines. I like prison stories and stuff. I like prison. But, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, yes, as Galahad's mentioning, of course, guys, make sure to remember in the upper left corner of your chat box there, make sure it's on live chat, not top chat, so you can see everything. Because good old YouTube. Yeah, I won't. I'll try not to go off on them right this moment. Favorite underrated anime character is German. It would probably be with that accent. German Luis from Garo. Okay, now this is fun. I like looking this stuff up. All right, hold on. I want to look Shane's up here. And pistol that. Let me get the wiki first. No, wait. You know what? Let me just wiki the series first. All right. Garo, the animation. First series is set in the fictitious Valiente Kingdom, which resembles Spain during the Spanish Inquisition. Wow. After the king, under the influence of his advisor Mendoza, launches a witch hunt that endangers both Makai Knights and Makai Alchemists. A Makai alchemist named Ana is burned at the stake while giving birth to Leon Luis. God damn, these stories are intricate. A lot of. Let me hold on a second. I want to look at the character too. Images. Oh, okay. So that's what he looks like. Got a very character German Luis. He's got a very old school swordsman look about him, doesn't he? With that mustache and everything. There's a lot of anime is very done in very period pieces, isn't it? I'm seeing that more and more too that I didn't realize. I mean, the ones that are set in more with more of a reality background than a totally fictional background, it seems like a lot of them are period pieces. Let me see. God damn it, this thing keeps scrolling all the way to the bottom on me. You stop it, you asshole. Garrett says Sakura Kinomoto is from Card Captor. Card Captor? Sakura, basically it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon with magical girls. not fight basic Naruto or Dragon Ball, but I go, oh, cool. See, now just by asking this question, I'm finding a bunch of anime now I haven't even heard of before. I don't remember anything about Card Captor. You know what? I should add this browser window too, shouldn't I? Hold on. Where have I got place for a browser window in here? I'll just make it small because it's just going to be pictures. But instead of having me every time I look at something, you guys don't get to see it. Let me add a little area here. Maybe if I just take like that or something. All right, and put that here, and then shrink it down, just so you can at least get a little bit of a view of what I'm seeing as well. Okay, that should be better. Now I want to look up this Card Captor. Card Captor Sakura, Wikipedia. Abbreviated as CCS, known as Card Captor, Japanese shoujo manga series written and illustrated by the manga group Clamp. Manga was originally serious. I'm just looking at the picture at the same time. You know what I want to see too? Hold on here. Let me see the images. Okay, so this is her, I take it. So this is one of the, well, it shouldn't be a surprise. They all are. This is the character, right, Garrett? It amazes me how, well, I shouldn't say it amazes me. I mean, I'm well aware of it now. That is really the thing, I mean, with the Japanese storytelling in general, is the young look to the girls. But didn't you guys, I don't know if it's still current, didn't you guys say that the age of consent historically in Japan was like wildly low? So they look at the youth, for lack of a better term, differently than we do over here. Ezio says, Toyohisa Shimazu is my favorite underrated character from Drifters. Same people who made Hellsing Ultimate. He's also based on a real person who is samurai. Really? Now I'm curious about this one. Let's take a look at what he looks like, guys. I hope this isn't boring to you guys. I enjoy doing this and learning about these new characters and stuff. Alright. Who is... Wow, badass look to him. Oh, I like this picture here. Come on, get clear. Drifters, drawn by Setiaro. Shit, that one's not clearing up though. And this is a DeviantArt picture. So this, and Drifters, you said, is the name, right? Or Fairy Tale. Wait a second. Now I gotta see what you said. From Drifters. Same people made Hellsing Ultimate. Yeah, why is somebody saying Fairy Tale? Okay, so from Drifters. Yeah, there he is. Okay, and if I go to all, the main protagonist of Drifters. Historically, he died in 1600. When he first arrived in the New World, he was critically injured, only to be brought to the hideout of Nobunaga and Nasu by some young elves. Man, there's so many stories out there. I've said this over and over, how I can't believe how much anime just in total is out there, and yet, even after saying that, I find more and more and more as we go. This just blows my mind. One of my favorite anime characters is Chrome Dokuro. Chrome Dokuro. Let me take it. I just like looking at the pictures and stuff. Chrome Dokuro. Oh, that's a cool look. They do. There's a. Is it now? This is probably gonna be kind of a dumb question. I actually want to. I like purple hair. I don't know why I do. That eye is... There's a lot of either eye patches or damaged eyes. A lot of issues surrounding eyes throughout anime, I've noticed. Does that go hand in hand with the fact, do you guys think that the eyes are always so pronounced in anime? I mean, obviously, that's one of the real cornerstones of anime artwork, is that the eyes are so big, so appealing. Is that why? I mean, to the anime world, is that like your eyes are a thing? If I'm explaining myself at all? Kintaro Ui from Golden Boy is fun too, because he's just a tenacious, perverted doofus. Yahoo! With a heart of gold. Alright. Tenacious, perverted doofus. You just described somebody who would be right in my wheelhouse right there. because I consider myself fairly tenacious, and the other stuff I clearly have covered. And you're right. Even in this picture, he just looks kind of, yeah, you're right, like a chill, take life moment by moment doofus. You're right. Or this one. God damn. Again, never am I going to live long enough to get to see everything I want to see. I so wish, and I mean this sincerely, I'm not making a joke. I wish that logistics weren't such a big factor in having a YouTube channel, in the respect that it would be so cool if there was actually somehow we could do a meetup where a good majority of the people could all get together. Just have a meetup somewhere where we could have a whole day of, pick an anime and just watch that anime all day. That'd be a blast. Hey, Jump Call. Excuse me. Pegasus Seiya from Saint Seiya is very underrated stateside. Excuse me. He is one of 88 zodiac saints who serve a reincarnated Athena and protect the world. Is one of the main inspirations for Bleach. Really? Pegasus Seiya from Saint Seiya. See, I like looking at... No. I was going to say I like looking at the pictures, because pictures tend to be able to stick with my damaged brain a little bit more than just text that I read, but even that's become not so much true because it's gotten so bad. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, so yeah. See, I like... Now that's more of that over-the-top costuming. I like that in some of these anime, where they have the really cool... And again, I've got... And I can't remember what it's called, but I've told you guys on a number of occasions, I've got that thing with colors. Colors that really pop, really affect my brain at a high level. So whenever I see something like that, it immediately piques my interest with all that color. I read about it one time that there's actually a... I'm just looking at his wiki too. Title and main protagonist, Saint Seiya manga, an anime series written and illustrated... God damn it. By Masami Kurumada. Seiya is one of Athena's 88 mythical warriors known as the Saints. These are cool. But yes, anything with popping color will always grab my attention really quick. Basically, in short, what I'm telling you guys is I like shiny things. Aladdin and Sinbad from Magi Labyrinth of Magic. In my opinion, I think the entire series is one of the most underrated shonens out there, which really surprises me. Aladdin and Sinbad. This is fun. I like seeing all these different characters. This is another thing I wanted to ask you guys. Hold on, let me look this up first. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Alright. Aladdin and Sinbad. I want to see the images from Magi Labyrinth of Magic. Magi Labyrinth of Magic. Okay. Wow, that's cool artwork. That's really cool artwork. Hold on, let me see some more here. Let me go to all. Actually, I want to just search the name of the series first. Labyrinth of Magic, Wikipedia. Let's see. It's serialized. The individual chapters collected and published in 37 volumes. An anime television adaptation by A1 Pictures aired in Japan. I just want to get more plot. Okay, here's main article as the plot. Oh, no, it doesn't. It gives me the main characters again. Alliance of the Seven Seas. God damn, this shit is fascinating to me. What actually, guys, as I'm looking at these, as we're watching these and looking at these, now you guys are with me all the time. You know what my limited background is in watching anime. If the Magic Genie came down and said, "Okay, Curtis, your time is severely limited. I'm going to allow you to watch one more anime. If I could only see one more anime series," and I don't mean just say One Piece so you could live longer and watch it forever, but if there was one anime that you had to see before you die, what would it be? Garrett says, Cardcaptor Sakura also got an English dub. It was alright. The voices were good but lacked direction. The big change they made was changing Japanese names. That I can understand that, Garrett, because I've seen, now you guys have pointed out to me a number of occasions where when they dubbed something in English, I don't know if it was just poorly done, or they were actually trying to change the storyline a little bit. But yeah, in other words, I've seen things, because you guys have shown me, where they took a story a different direction in the dub, and I don't know that I like that. That's the one big plus I can see for watching the subs. At least you get the original material. And plus little things like Hidan, who became one of my favorite characters, and is so much funnier and so much cooler in the sub. I'm going to get right to yours, Tristan. I just want to see what people were saying about One Piece. Hunter x Hunter, FMA, High School DxD, FMA, Bebop. I'll get back. I missed the second super chat. Okay, Maz, let me double check. If I miss, I'll go. I've got a super chat list rolling to make sure I don't miss anybody overall. I just want to see what people were saying. My Hero Academia, probably Bebop, Boku no Pico. Who said that? Lixbox. Those are the names I kind of expected to see. Okay, hold on. I think I missed. I missed one of Maz's super chats. Let me see if it's still here. Oh, there we go. I apologize, Maz. I got to make sure I scroll back up. My apologies for that. The age of consent in Japan is 13, but there are corruption of minors laws that in practice make the age of consent around 16 to 18. Okay. Because I knew historically that it was really, really low like that. So basically, what I'm assuming is they added this corruption of minors caveat to bring themselves a little bit more modernized with how we deal with children. Yeah, because age of consent here, even if I'm not mistaken, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Age of consent here in the States varies from state to state, right? Because I know in here in New York it's 17, I believe. Okay, so I should be all English dub. All right, okay, we talked about that. Tristan says, Jeanne d'Arc, King Arthur, and Gilgamesh from the Fate series. I love their aesthetics and designs. King Arthur is a female in Fate. For good. Oh, really? King Arthur is? All right, now you got me curious about that. I want to see King Arthur from Fate. Now you got me curious with that. King Arthur, Fate. That should be enough to bring it up. Images. I'll be damned. It is a girl. Wow. Wow. I would have followed this King Arthur into battle without a doubt. Now, wait a second. Is that... Hold on. Yeah, that's still her, right? It had a little bit of a different look to her. Okay, yeah, that's still her. Yep, out. What's this one? King Arthur. Wow, that's kind of cool. What a cool look to her. Because for me, whenever I think King Arthur, I immediately go back to Monty Python, the Holy Grail. And I clearly would have followed that King Arthur more quickly than their King Arthur. Although that, what is the, oh God. Guys, it's gone right out of my head. In Monty Python, the Holy Grail, the castle with with all the horny women that need to be spanked. What the hell is the name of that castle? They lit up the Grail insignia outside the castle to draw them in. I apologize for that, Maz, for having to go back and get that. What was the name of that castle? See, that's how I think I miss it. I think sometimes it drops to the bottom on me and I don't go far enough back up. Okay. What's this thing with... The other two faves I have are Ranma and Tanya. Oh, you're talking, Tanya... I can't think of the name of this series, but Tanya, the one that's the reincarnation of that dude, or a different Tanya. God damn it! Come on. All right, I just want to put the names in. I'm sure it'll come up. Ranma and Tanya. Oh no, this is something else entirely, isn't it? This is different. What? Pinned by Tanya in anime and manga. That's cute. Oh, here's a cover. That almost looks like comic bookish. It's amazing. Now, just the amount of time we've been in this stream, a little over half an hour, I've been exposed to at least 10 anime I've never heard of before, and I thought there was a lot before this. Ma says, no, the problem is that Japan has had arranged marriages in the past. Oh, I didn't think of that. So 13, as far as I know, is a relic from the times when people got married young. Oh, I didn't even think about that. See, it's easy for, and I think as Americans, we tend to do that a lot. Well, I think, I mean, in fairness, I think anybody does. You think of the world in the parameters of what you were raised in, what you were brought up in. And I tend to forget that we have, here in America, we have such a ridiculously short history compared to most of the rest of the world. Certainly all of Europe, certainly all the Asian nations. You guys have histories that go back so many, I mean, so many centuries, and we were just like 1776, you know, we're the Johnny-come-latelys. So I forget how was such a much longer setting of the ways in nations that you have had to progress from than we did, if that made any sense at all. But I find myself doing that a lot. Same thing when, you know, we've always had a lot of British people here at the channel. We get talking, and every once in a while it'll hit me there too. It's like, oh yeah, because when you guys talk about the long time ago, it's the long fucking time ago compared to us. One of my favorite is my youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. I'm not sure if what is my youth romantic comedy. I'm not sure what part of that is the title. I think I want to find that. God damn it! I keep opening the wrong window. That's what she said. My youth romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. Oh, that is the whole thing. I was right. Really? Wow, that's kind of cool. Okay, now wait. I want to see the wiki of that first, since I know I got it right. As wrong as I expected. It also known as my teen romantic comedy Snafu is a Japanese light novel series written by Wataru Watari. That's a cool name. And illustrated by Punkin 8 about a socially awkward boy who is forced by his teacher to join the school's service club, working with two girls who have their own personal issues to offer help and advice to others while dealing with their inner conflicts. There are 3 ongoing manga adaptations and 2 anthology volumes. It has been adapted into an anime television series, which aired between April and June of 2013. And a video game. Holy crap. Alright, now let me go. I want to get to the images. That is, well, I'm going to state the incredibly obvious. Everybody's saying it's the high school life always seems to remain an interest in storytelling in Japan, I've noticed as well. Although, in fairness, yeah, that does here too, though. That never dies out here. And to be fair to the Japanese, that's true. Because when you think about it, every generation here in America too has a bunch of different high school legendary series, whether it's movies, TV shows. I mean, look how big that Disney series got, the one with all the singing and dance, High School Musical. I mean, that got ridiculously huge. The series that Sarah Jessica Parker starred in the 80s, the name's gone right on my head. And then, was that Freaks and Geeks? But anyway, I tend to say, wow, Japan has a lot of interest in the high school years, but so do we. Artoria Pendragon, that's her name. Cool. I would take a look at that. Artoria. It's funny though that Anthony, that title was so long. Oh god damn it! That title was so long. I thought I was only supposed to copy parts of it. I didn't. I didn't think the entire thing was going to be the title. All right. This is fun. Artoria Pendragon. Hello, Artoria. Oh my goodness. By that's a DeviantArt picture. I was trying to look first for maybe some official arts. Is she Fate Grand? Okay. Wow, that's a fierce look. And then the ever-present popsicles. Popsicles can tell a great story by themselves. Look at even in Naruto. That popsicle scene sitting on the bench. Oh my. And then there's, I assume this is some fan art. Oh, it's a figure. It's an actual figure? What the hell? That's cool. This is how looking at pictures though, if you guys remember, this is how I first, well, not discovered. You guys first showed me Tsunade, Revi. I think Saris I saw in a video clip before I saw a picture. But a lot of the girls that I have come to enjoy as the just most insanely good looking of anything I've ever seen were done just this way. You guys were showing them to me in Google Images. Look up the synopsis of Ranma 1-2. Sure. I like doing this stuff. Ranma 1/2? Or is that 1 or 2? Ranma 1/2. Let me see if I can find the synopsis. Alright. Paste that. Yeah, here's the wiki right on top. Ranma 1/2. Is a Japanese manga series with serialized blah 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 with chapters. The story revolves around a teenage boy named Ranma Saotomi, who has trained in martial arts since early childhood. As a result of an accident during a training journey, he is cursed to become a girl when splashed with cold water, while hot water changes him back into a boy. That's pretty funny. Throughout the series, Ranma seeks out a way to rid himself of the curse, while his friends, enemies, and many fiancés constantly hinder and interfere. I like that, many fiancés. Ranma 1/2 has a comedic formula and a sex-changing main character who often willfully transforms into a girl to advance his goals. That's pretty good. That's gotta be... Wouldn't the current social justice warriors just be enamored of that series, though? Talk about gender fluid. Infamous says... Lad Russo. Boy, that made me think, as soon as you said that sounded like an old school 50s boxer's name. Lad Russo. Lad Russo is a crazy Joker-like mafia hitman that loves killing people. He's from one of my favorite, Bacano. I've heard the name Bacano before. I know nothing about it, but that's one of the few names today that I have heard that name before. I don't know how it came up, what we were talking about, but I want to look it up now. Lad Russo. Oh, wait a second. It says boxing scene. Come on. That couldn't have been stuck in my head to where I actually remembered that there was something about boxing about it. Because as soon as that name came up, boxing, that's how my mind works. Holy shit, did it actually work for something good? He's a violent hitman formerly affiliated with the Russo family. He's known for his bloodlust and obsession with killing anyone who believes themselves to be invincible or otherwise safe from death. Wow. With his followers, he loses his left hand and the flesh off his forearm to the rail tracer during the journey and is subsequently arrested by the police. Once recovered, Lad spent his next 3 years incarcerated at Alcatraz. Another good series. God damn, these are fascinating sounding. Let me see. I want to see more images of them, though. But it's funny that when you search it, a boxing scene comes right up. Oh, yeah. This looks like a guy who knows how to have fun. And look at the knuckles bleeding. Yep. Because as soon as I saw that, that's what I thought. Because, again, for any of you who aren't big boxing fans, back especially like 40s and 50s, most fighters had a nickname. And a lot of times it was Kid something, Lad something. Why, I couldn't tell you. But that's what it made me think of as soon as I read that. You would really appreciate Great Teacher Onizuka. Cool. This is fun. We got to do, every once in a while, just do streams like what this one has morphed into, where you guys just show me different things to look up on Google Images. This is a blast. Great Teacher Onizuka. What the hell? I like that. Look, I just finished it, and somebody's saying, I want to read GTO. Paradise Lost? He's on the bowling team like Spaz Kid. Alright, now I want to, hold on, I want to see it real quick, and I want to see the wiki. The manga series was focused on the life of Onizuka before, due to the popularity of the manga. Oh wait, the story focused on 22-year-old ex-Bosozoku member Aikichi Onizuka, who becomes a teacher at a private middle school, Holy Forest Academy. Wow, won an award in 1998 for Shonen. While peeping up girls' skirts at a local shopping mall, Onizuka meets a girl who agrees to go out on a date with him. That works? So, like, getting a couple of upskirt peeks can get you dates? Society has changed. Can I set up an appointment for the Naruto Kahoot? You mean during this stream? Jeremiah, I've got to go back through. I'm actually going to have to, and to be honest with you, I keep forgetting about it. I got to make preparation before we go in because I don't even remember how I screen capped everything. I know there was a certain manner I had to go through to screen capture everything so everybody would see what we needed to see. But I got to open up Kahoot and actually remember how to do it. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Kahoot is just a quiz site where you guys can actually play a quiz along with us. And Jeremiah wrote a Naruto Kahoot, but I keep forgetting to set up for it because, again, I have to screen grab all the areas and get them set up on, what you're looking at here so you guys can see them. And I've forgotten how I had to do it. There was something about the Kahoots. I remember I had to set it up a certain way or it wouldn't work. It wouldn't grab everything I needed everybody to see. But I always say this. I'll try and remember to actually come into one of these streams that don't have a specific design and have Kahoot set up, and hopefully it'll be one that works at a time frame while you're in here with us. Jump Call says, Shikon Gatai Gadanar. I destroyed that, I'm sure. Large cast, major assets. I like that. All right, hold on. Let me put that in. Because I know, a lot of you guys have been with us for a while. We used to do those Kahoots regularly. We were doing mostly Dragon Ball quizzes that Jeremiah would set up, but now we want to do a Naruto one. Let me look at images. Hello. Yeah. All right, that works. That's just fine. Holy crap. I don't even know anything of the storylines. Don't think it matters at this point. Yep. My goodness. Oh, this would be just fine. Wow. The Wikipedia. Alien threats known as the mimetic beasts laid waste to Japan. During a final battle against the mimetic beasts, Go Saruwatari defeats the alien boss and saves his future fiancée, Anna Aoi, with his robot, the Dinar. Now, on their wedding day, the mimetic beasts emerge after 5 years of tranquility, just to ruin the wedding. Go and Dinar are called to action, and he leaves her at the altar. Wow. They do, I still say anime does better storytelling than Hollywood. Oh yeah, Fate has more video games than it does anime. Really, Tristan? I didn't realize that. I gotta find a really good anime video game to play. Well, again, time is my whole thing. Because most of the games I've played based on anime, not necessarily were bad, but now like Xenoverse just frustrated me because you guys know the freaking brain damage has just destroyed the speed at which my brain can give signals to my fingers. So I just got frustrated because it frustrates me because I actually can see things happening that I want to react to, but that connection has become so slow I can't do it, and that's what really gets under my skin. I just get pissed off at myself. One series held classically Bebop, but nowadays underrated, is Rurouni Kenshin. A Meiji-era assassin leaves his life behind to protect the common man. I like that kind of sentiment in storytelling anyway. Like you say, the hero or the protector of the common folk. Take a look at that one. Amazing how much is out there. Holy crap. Boy, I got into... Why the fuck wasn't YouTube around 30 years ago? So I was gonna say, so you guys could have got me started on anime then, but a lot of you weren't born 30 years ago, so I don't think that'll work. The story begins during the 11th year of the Meiji period in Japan and follows a former assassin from the Bakumatsu known as Hitokiri Batosai. Disappears to become Himura Kenshin, a wandering swordsman who protects the people of Japan with a vow of to never take another life. Wow. Watsuki wrote the series upon his desire, different from the others that were published. That's kind of cool. That's putting limitations on yourself when you're going to protect people but not kill anyone. Oh, here we go. Here's the pictures. What I do like about anime, lots of gingers. Finally, us redheads get a little recognition. Usually, because you guys know, in American entertainment, the redhead is usually killed really early on in the movie or whatever, or he's just the dopey sidekick. Henry says, Erased, a man around his 20s, goes back in time due to a deja vu effect of some sort, and he's a kid in elementary school, but retains all his memories of being 20 plus trying to solve why kids went missing. That's kind of cool, too. And that sounds like it'd be a great plot of a standalone movie, even. Let's see. Let me paste that in. Erased anime comes right up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this, obviously, it's got to be what he looks like when he went back. Wonder, I don't see any, I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't know who that character, I was just looking to see if any of the characters were of him when he was older, but it's impossible to say. Erased anime, here's the wiki. The story follows Satoru Fujinuma, a young man who somehow possessed an ability known as revival that sends him back in time moments before a life-threatening incident, allowing him to prevent it from happening again. When his mother is murdered by an unknown assailant, Satoru's ability suddenly sends him back 18 years prior to when he was still in elementary school, giving him the opportunity to prevent a kidnapping incident that took the lives of 3 of his childhood friends, 2 classmates. Wow. That's pretty intense, too. See what I mean? Rarely, the thing about the anime series that you guys show me, rarely is there a lot of repetition in plotline. There's even if they're similar, there's so many differences within execution, and that's not true so much in Hollywood. There's too much of the same thing over and over and over. Excuse me. King Sinbad says, "Oh, Darian from Arslan Senki." Okay, I'm gonna look at that one. This is, like I said, this has turned out to be really fun. I didn't even see this coming today, but this has been a blast. We haven't done this in ages, just looking at images and stuff. Oh, that's pretty badass. So basically, just looking at him here, this guy is what Steven Seagal wanted to be. You know, not the doofus he ended up being. That's immediately what came to mind was, yeah, this is Steven Seagal's wet dream right there. All right, let me see who this other one is. Yeah, if I can click the right tab. This is fun. And this is Isaiah from Durara. Okay, this one's got me curious too about story. Durara wiki of fandom. He's a powerful and skilled underground information broker. He usually gives information for his own enjoyment, and he claims to love the entire human race, excluding Shizuo Haiwajima. He's one of the main antagonists. Like everybody except you. He's basically saying, this is fun. Hold on, are we caught up here? No, I think I saw at least one more swing by. And then I got some things I want to ask you guys too. Oh, I missed a bunch. I'll catch up, guys. Okay, here we go. I'll get caught up. Brandon says, I understand that most of the people don't like old anime, but for me, no, actually, I've had a bunch of people in here, Brandon, telling me that some of the older anime are their favorites, like Cowboy Bebop, stuff like that. For me, I love 2 of my favorites are Maison Ikoku. Let's see what that is. It's a blast. Alright, let me put that one in. It's funny, you can tell just looking over, I can see over here at some of the images, you can tell the older style of the drawings right away. Plot. The story mainly takes place Maison Ikoku, a worn and aging boarding house in a town called Clock Hill, where 20-year-old college applicant Yusaku Godai lives. Though honest and good-natured, he is weak-willed and often taken advantage of by the offbeat and mischievous tenants who live with him. And as he is about to move out, he is stopped at the door by the beautiful Kyoko Otonashi, who announces she will be taking over as manager. He falls in love with her and decides to stay. That's cool storytelling. I mean, it's good basic storytelling. I like that. personal storytelling. And Slam Dunk. Come on. What the hell's going on here? Let me put in Slam Dunk anime. Oh, it comes right up. Slam Dunk anime. The first one. Plot. Hanamichi Sakuragi is a delinquent and the leader of a gang. Sakuragi is very unpopular with girls, having been rejected an astonishing 50 times. My boy. In his first year at Shohoku High School, he meets Haruko Akage, the girl of his dreams, and he is overjoyed when she's not repulsed or scared of him like all the other girls he has asked out. Introduced him to the Shohoku basketball team. He's reluctant at first, has no prior experience in sports, and thinks basketball is a game for losers because his 50th rejection was in favor of a basketball player. So that's cool. Now, see, that's something we had talked about before, too, with Hajime no Ippo, that I hadn't realized that there were anime just entirely devoted to a specific sport. That's kind of neat, too. Doubt the SJW was like Ranma because of the titties. Oh, I didn't think about that, Maz. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The titties are a deal breaker. Well, the titties are objectification, so yes, you're right. Artoria Lancet Alter. What's this, Anthony? Let's see. Yeah, that's true, Maz. Because, you know, women should not be allowed to, if they're proud of their body, show it off because it's objectification. Lance Alter, Fate Grand Order, Wiki of Fandom. Let me see the images. Wow. Whoa. Yes, images was where you wanted to go. Wow. Even those freaking horns are doing it for me. Holy shit. Yeah, you guys aren't kidding about this Fate series, are you? Ooh, man. She's got, I mean, and all perviness aside, well, I can never put all perviness aside, but there's just, her face is captivating too, though. The intensity of those eyes and shit. Yep, she could be my girlfriend. Absolutely. Hopefully she's got, like, really super low standards, because, yeah, her and I would get along fine. 50% off. I've seen some of that, Ink Star. I've seen some of that. We've watched little bits and pieces in the streams. Yeah, that's that's different. Lad names drops Jack Dempsey and Pete Herman boxing. Wow. Now he actually I just want to see if there's any information about that. He actually does that in the series. Good old Jack Dempsey. Paste all that. Let me put it in all. How the sun is silly. No, it doesn't say. I'm assuming you're saying that happens in the series. I thought there might be. Oh, wait, it might be here. Bacchanal episode 4. Russo family. One of them insists that the report is true. A pair of robbers dressed in the uniforms of Babe Ruth and a Thai cob stole the money. So this is what. God damn it! Now, see, I like to watch shit like that, especially if you're incorporating classic real life characters like that. Fate Grand Order Reiko. And we'll do some chatting today too. I apologize for any of you guys hopefully you're not bored with doing this. I like looking at these pictures and stuff. Fate Grand Order Reiko. No, we want images on this one. Holy crap! This Fate series, wow. Just wow. These artists are just, I can't express enough how happy I am that artists that are able to draw things such as this exist. God damn. I guess I haven't even scratched the surface of the hot women of anime here. Jeez. Fate is originally a hentai visual novel series. Really? Really high? No shit, I didn't know that. Well, actually now, seeing some of the women of the Fate series, I get it though, yeah. I wish I get it. Okay, hold on, let me make sure. Hold on, I don't want to miss anybody's. Because I keep a fucking up doing that. Okay, so that was highs. I saw that one. Come here. And Tristan says, look up Ergo Proxy on Wiki. Alright, Ergo Proxy. Come on, go back. Why you do this? Okay. Ergo Proxy. Wikipedia. Story. Story begins in a futuristic domed city called Ramdu, built to protect its citizens after a global ecological disaster thousands of years prior. In this utopia, humans and androids known as Auto-Reeves coexist peacefully under a total management system. A series of murders committed by robots and Auto-Reeves infected with the Cogito virus, which caused them to become self-aware, begins to threaten the delicate balance of Ramdu's social order. Holy crap, these plot lines are intricate. Damn. And now this one is Re-El Mayer. Let's see what that be. These are fascinating. Real Ergo Proxy. Oh, now is this is probably one. Okay, we want probably images here, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that now see she captivates you immediately. Just the darkness, the dark hair, the dark smoky eyes. Wow. Yeah, so here I am. You know, we talk about. I've talked several times about hottest women of anime and stuff like that, and the truth is I don't know shit about the hot women of anime so far, apparently. Suzuka from Outlaw Star. All right, let's take a look at her, Jump Call. Put her in. Again, I found some of my very favorite, turned out to be my favorite characters in these stories by us doing this first. Well, that's a cool look. A real warrior look to her. Let me pull this one up. Oh, it's awful small. Wow, she's cool. That's different. She's very, very thin and angular. Oh. Got it. Oh. That's a lot of hot springs in anime. I like that. A lot of good stuff happens at the hot springs. Yeah, she's cool. And Slick hiding a wood sword? God damn it. Oh no, she's got, okay, I see what you're saying. She's got a wood sword. Duh. Yeah, she just struck the guy with it. Okay, I thought we were talking about a character named Slick. Duh. Okay, I see what you're saying. Samurai Champloo was great. Dragon Ball Addict, when we were talking about favorites, that came up a lot. I was really surprised by how many people mentioned Samurai Champloo. I'm mostly memeing. Fate is very plot focused. See, well, again, you know that I like the plot focused ones. And having that level of titties in Fate certainly isn't a detraction. The guy that made Rurouni Kenshin is a pedo. Oh, really, Brandon? Oh, that sucks. That always takes the edge off of wanting to enjoy something new when you find out something like that, though. That sucks. I hate to even think that, you know, you support anything that has anything to do with a fucking pedo. Hey, Joe. I'm wait, Thick Daddy. How about a joke? How about a joke? Pineapple pizza. Oh, indeed, Joe. That is a joke of epic proportions. If only I could get my wife to understand that pineapple on pizza is completely and clearly a joke. Yes, life would be much. Traps are gay. Health Site says. Now we got a Parasite, Black Bullet, and World Trigger. Okay, hold on just a second, King Sinbad. I'll check them out. But without a main character, Fate Zero. Fatima, a lot of people have been telling me about Fate Zero. That gets a lot of support. Would you guys like occasionally to? Another thing I'm going to try and do. I'm not even sure how yet, but I'm going to try and at least occasionally do some live streams at different times during the day, because I know it's hard. I've had a lot of people talking about how, they'd really like to enjoy the streams with us, but it just doesn't fit into their schedule. And especially with, people being from different time zones around the world. So here and there, I'm going to try and do some maybe early in the morning, late at night, maybe get, so some other people can enjoy streams with us as well. And I also want to do a stream, because we touched upon it yesterday, I thought it might be a fun topic, talking about things like, it's fascinating to me how, if you had to make a prediction, how do you think the world is going to end? How is this planet going to end? Because there's, not to be maudlin, it's just there's so many different ways it could happen. And it's just an interesting conversation to me. Oh, go fuck off, train. The trains will probably have something to do with the ending of the world. But would that be something you guys would be interested in if I did streams like that? Would you enjoy that? All right, let me get this. Parasite. Parasite anime? Ooh. Oh. Freaking, he went Data Plus. Because he's got the mouth in his hand, and he's also got eyes on the ends of his fingers. Ah, shit. That's pretty gruesome. Black Bullet and World Trigger. Oh, man, that was, like I say, that was Data Plus. All right, let me put Black Bullet in. Black Bullet anime. Oh, this one I'll have to... Let me look at the wiki on this one. Oh, and hold on, I want to see everybody's answer to that if they'd be interested in. I'll get right back to that King Sinbad. The last one is World Trigger. I just want to see what everybody's saying if they would enjoy those types of streams. That sounds fun. Yeah, I thought so too, Xbox. Stuff like, just randomly throw in massive comet hits planet, we go poof. I'll tell you, Maz, I personally think that is, even though it's not likely, it's one of the more likely ways. I'd love a chat like that. Cool, because I would really like to do those. Third World War. Yeah, that one is well, I don't want to say until we get in the chat, but probably, if not the most likely, one of the most likely for sure. Pandemic? That's interesting. Cool. Okay, I just want to see if you guys would be interested in that, because I would really like to do that. I like talking about stuff like that. I think it's just fascinating to me. In the year this is from Black Bullet, 2021, mankind is ravaged by the epidemic of gastria, a parasitic virus, and is forced to live within the monolith walls, which are created from veranium, a metal that is able to subdue gastria. Soon, children who were born with the gastria virus and obtained superhuman abilities as a result are discovered and dubbed cursed children. The cursed children could only be female. Civil securities are formed to specialize fighting against gastria. Oh, that's kind of cool, too. Boy, these plot lines are so intricate. And World Trigger. Let me look at this World Trigger, and then I'll go right back to the chat. World Trigger. World Trigger Wiki. Japanese manga series. In Mikado City, a gate to a different world suddenly opens one day. Monsters called neighbors start appearing from the gate. Humans are overwhelmed at first when their weapons are found to be useless against neighbors, until a mysterious organization appears that is able to repel the neighbors' attacks. The organization is called the National Defense Agency, or Border, and has appropriated the neighbors' technology called triggers, which allows the user to channel an internal energy called Tryon. The storylines are just fascinating. Man, there's some wildly cool imaginations. Master Gamma Taifu says, oh, are you talking about? Okay, I apologize, my friend. I got distracted because we've been looking at pictures. I forget what the title was. So you're talking about underrated characters? Krillin, Rock Lee, Kami and Sanji, and Hanjizo from Attack on Titan. Yeah, I think Krillin would definitely qualify as underappreciated. Especially, I think probably TFS has a lot to do with that too, because of the Krillin own count. Kami and Sanji. Now, of course, I got to get to know more about One Piece, and Rock Lee too. And I think Rock Lee, it seems like, at least to this point where I am, Rock Lee got his momentum derailed by that injury seriously. So, I mean, he had a lot of storytelling momentum, and then he had to come back from the injury, and it's like he just got kind of pushed to the back. However, Drunken Rock Lee will forever be one of the greatest characters and one of the greatest fighters in any anime, no matter how many I watch. There are so many Tristan says, there's so many Fate series because the games have alternate endings. Each series is based on a different route. That's kind of cool. Different take on the same story. Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. I thought, okay, that makes sense, because I had just assumed when you guys told me there were more than 10 different Fate series, I just figured, you know, rather than necessarily break it down into arcs, they just broke it down into actual individual series, but that makes more sense. Or Azeroth wakes up and reality ends. We were talking about that yesterday. That's true. If if Azathoth wakes up, we're all screwed anyway. And the thing of it is, that just doesn't seem fair, because that's like a no warning thing there. At least if we get nuked, you know, we'll get some sirens going off and shit first. But if Azathoth wakes up, it's just like, oh, fuck you, done. That doesn't seem fair. Said this before, but you'd enjoy Zankyu no Terror. I was just gonna say, hey, well, and then you said this before. I was gonna say, I remember this name. Zankyu no Terror. God damn it, keep going wrong place. Zankyu no Terror. I know. Yeah, I'm sure I looked up. You know me. I gotta refresh my memory constantly. Zankyu no Terror. Oh yeah, Terror in Resonance. Yes, I remember that. Yep. Well, it's in an alternate iteration of the present, Tokyo has been hit by a terrorist attack that has devastated the city. The only evidence of the culprits is a cryptic video uploaded to the internet, which sparks paranoia across Japan. Unbeknownst to the authorities is that the terrorist masterminds who call themselves Sphinx are two teenage boys who go by the names 9 and 12. Though they apparently should not exist, they have nonetheless decided to wake up the world with their heinous plans of destruction. Yes, I would enjoy that type of storytelling. There's no doubt I would like that, King Sinbad. Absolutely would like that. That's some pretty cool shit right there. Let's see now. What Terror in Resonance was so good. Yeah, just Cocorico, just again the synopsis sounds like it'd be fascinating. I like stories like that. My boy Neji is freaking underrated, damn it. Cesaro, I knew you were going to mention Neji. Especially Valmet from Jormungand is underrated. She's a badass soldier and is hot as fuck. I like that second part. Let's see. Oh my. Again, look at that though. It's just like I said, always all about those eye patches. Hold on, let me put that right in here. Come on. Damn. Yep. I'd say hot as fuck is accurate. But that does seem to be a recurring thing in anime. There's always injuries to the eyes. And of course, Naruto, you have all those visual jutsus, so the eyes are wildly powerful. But again, it does seem to tend to follow, because certainly in the drawings in anime, you're always attracted to the eyes. They obviously the eyes are always big for one thing. And then they take a lot of care to make sure that the eyes are really captivating. It seems funny that there's such a fixation in anime on eyes. Ryoma of the Getter Robo franchise. I can't speak at all today. Although also Kenshin's a case of separating art from the artist. Many great works are made by not so stellar people. Yeah, I see what you're saying, because he's talking about him being a pedo, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about. Yeah, I know. It doesn't it for you though too, John Call? I mean, and I'm not saying okay, well we found out this guy's a pedo. I'd never watched the series, because, like you say, I mean, you have to have a little bit of reason and logic and say that's not. If you watch this, it's not because you're supporting pedophilia, but it does take away a little of the edge. You hate, for me anyway, you just hate hearing things about people who might have created something that you really enjoy. But hold on, let's see this. Ryoma of the Getter Robo franchise. I want to take a look at this. Okay. Wow, she is hot. I like the way she's drawn. Look at those abs. Getter Robo. Let me see if I can get images. Where the hell did the images go? There they are. Oh, this is... Oh, no, wait. I'm getting two different... So does... Oh, no, this is an action figure. Get her Robo. But then I've got... Now... Okay, I've got... Yeah, that's what I got to do. I got to look into the wiki because it looks like he takes on... If these pictures are accurate, anyway, it looks like he takes on two different forms. Excuse me. It's a super robot manga series. Okay, so that explains it. The plot involves three strong-willed teenagers who pilot three specially designed combat jets. Okay, that's what I figured it had to be because the pictures were certainly in two different entireties there. So okay, I gotcha. Those I'm trying to remember the Gundam series. All those things that I was never really that much into the whole robots, Transformers, or anything. But I got to admit, from the number of clips we've watched of Gundam and things of that nature, they do. I think the Japanese do a better job of putting that stuff together than we do here. Look at synopsis of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Okay. Let's take a look, Chrome. Put that one in. Okay, here's the wiki. Plot and setting. Revolves around a very pessimistic high school teacher named Nozumu Itoshiki, who at the very beginning of the series tries to hang himself on a sakura tree. Jeez! He is saved by an extremely optimistic student known only as Kafuka Fura, though in her effort to save his life she almost kills him. She explains to him that it is simply unimaginable that he would hang himself on such a nice day, especially in front of such beautiful trees. That's kind of cool. She decides to nickname Nozumo Pink Supervisor and offers to pay him 50 yen to call him by that nickname. After having enough of the strange Kafuka, Nozomu bolts to the school and starts his homeroom class. But the attempt to escape was in vain as he finds that she is one of his students, of course. Not only that, but Kafuka is just the tip of the iceberg, due to each and every student in this class representing a new personality quirk or bizarre obsession, posing challenges that he must overcome in spite of himself. Sounds cool. That's a hell of a way to start a series with an attempted suicide and a character, and even more so, a character coming in to prevent a suicide. It's a good way to start out with some intensity. Look up The Promised Neverland. It's very twisted. That's very twisted is generally right up my alley. The Promised Neverland. All right. Set in the year 2045, Emma is an 11-year-old orphan living in Grace Field House, a small orphanage housing her and her 37 siblings. Holy shit! Life had never been better, with food that tasted gourmet, plush beds, snow-white uniforms, the love of their, in quotations, mom, and caretaker Isabella, and the litany of daily exams that Emma always aced with her two best friends, Ray and Norman. The orphans are basically allowed to do whatever they want, except to venture out of their compounds or the gate that connects the house to the outside world. On a fateful night, another orphan named Connie is sent away to be adopted, but Emma and Norman follow her after noticing that she had left her stuffed rabbit toy Bernie back at the house. God damn it, stuffed rabbit toys always end up getting people in trouble. Sneaking out, they find Connie dead, and the truth of the existence of the supposed orphanage to be a farm where human children are raised as food for demonic creatures. Worse still, Isabella is in allegiance with the demons, ripping away at everything the two ever thought they knew. Determined to break out of Grace Field House, Norman and Emma partner up with Ray to peel away at the facade of the farm and to find a way to escape with all their other siblings. Holy shit. That's not too freaking dark and creepy or anything. God damn. And when you got a title like The Promised Neverland, that's like a lot to live up to, but that storyline sounds like it doesn't. Holy shit. Gundam 8th MS team, I think, is the best for new people. Yeah, Brandon, like I say, I'd never really been much on the robot type storylines, but I had to admit, for a while we were watching a lot of Gundam in the streams, and it looked pretty fun. You know, the battles look cool as hell. Let's see. the 90s Berserk anime, yeah, we've talked about that a lot, Paul. Neon Genesis. And I forgot again how to pronounce this next one, guys. I can't pronounce, I never pronounce that particular name right. I'm trying to remember what you guys said. Evangelion? Anyway, Evangelion, that's what I'm going with for today. Paranoia Agent and Tatami Galaxy. Like I say, two of those we've talked about a lot. Paranoia Agent and Tatami Galaxy are new to me, though. Let's see. Evangelion. Did I mention Zetsubo's a comedy? He dies in the end? Really, Chrome? You know, the comedy, especially, and again, something else I've noticed about anime, a lot of times the comedy where you don't expect to find it is some of the best, at least from what I've seen so far in anime. In anime. What's anime? Is that like maybe an animated series that you take anally or something through a tube, an anime? But anyway, it seems like a lot of the, I wouldn't say unintended comedy, but comedy in places you don't expect it in anime is some of the best. 8 trigram, 64 pound, damn it, Cesaro says. At the end of the first season, he's hit by a tram? Holy shit. An anima. Pretty much, Em. Your favorite anime soundtrack overall from the series you've watched? Oh, that one is Naruto. I love the music in Naruto. That's just, I since we started it, I've been fascinated by their music. Dead Man Wonderland? Alright, let me take a look at that one. That sounds, I'm not sure. Well, let me look. That one sounds vaguely familiar. Like we might have actually seen some of that one. Hold on. Come on. Dead Man Wonderland. Plot. A massive anomaly caused a great earthquake that ravaged Japan's mainland and destroyed most of Tokyo. Poor Tokyo gets just destroyed. Has been getting destroyed forever. I mean, look, Godzilla wouldn't leave it alone, sinking 3/4 of the city into the Pacific Ocean. 10 years later, the story shifts to Ganta Igarashi, a seemingly ordinary student attending Nagano Prefecture's middle school. As an escapee, a survivor of the Great Earthquake, Ganta has no memories of the tragedy and has lived a normal life. This all changes when a strange person covered in blood and crimson armor floats through his classroom windows. Grinning madly, the Red Man massacres Ganta's entire class. Instead of killing him, the Red Man embeds a red crystal shard in Ganta's chest. Within days of the massacre, Ganta is subjected to a kangaroo court as a suspect and is sentenced to death at Dead Man Wonderland, a prison that doubles as a theme park. What the fuck? Holy shit. That almost crosses you over into whoever wrote that, whoever was able to come up with those plot lines, should probably be kept under supervision. Oh, holy shit. That's freaking creepy right there. Let's see. Nominate Prison School. We've Prison School. That's one. Yeah, we've watched some of that in live streams, guys, haven't we? Yeah, Prison School. We have. No, oh no. What's this, Megabird? Curtis, did you see that Google gender equality ad? It was so disliked they deleted the comment section in the video. No, I didn't see anything about that. That's kind of funny though. Hold on, I want to look up I'm just curious what Megabird is talking about here. I didn't see anything about that. Google gender equality ad. Using gender bias. Shit. Slim's worker memo on gender equality. Yeah, I'm not finding it. I don't think this is what I'm. Oh yeah, comments are disabled for this video. It was just posted yesterday. Was gender equality more? And they're all. That's pretty funny. I like the fact that they got so slammed that even Google had to back off it. That's cowardly right there. When you get so beat up that you have to puss out and delete the comment section, not allow anybody to comment, that's good. Icon will give you a heart attack. Well, I believe you, John Call, but at this stage of the game for me, though, that's not that big an accomplishment for something to give me a heart attack, unfortunately. Yeah, as I go down, I'll go down for lunch and eat a couple more hot dogs or something. Icon. Densuke has just enrolled at the exclusive Jashono Academy. He's very eager to participate in extracurricular activities, but he's never expected to join the mysterious Icon Club. Strangely enough, every other member is a busty co-ed. Yep. And many of the club's activities involve bikinis. Yep. But Densuke isn't interested in anyone except for the shy and beautiful Chiharu Shinonomi. Well, who cares who he's interested in? I'm interested in all of them, so let's see some images. Busty would be the word. Holy crap. I think that picture right there qualifies as busty. God damn. Oh, yeah. And why is there a giant pedo bear behind them? Oh, yeah. This would... Why is there all this lumber in here as well? Pictures of wood. Oh. Oh, grab a couple handfuls. Yep, that seems like it would do just fine. Tries to commit suicide, Chrome says, fails, dies by train. Oh, jeez. So, let's see. Hold on. Tries to commit suicide, fails, dies by train, and then hold on, I lost something here. Chrome says, play it. Yeah, that we should be able to, okay, because this stream, of course, goes live to the channel, but there can't be any copyright with that. Oh crap! Did I lose it? No, there it is. The world is seeking answers. Is gender equality possible? Why gender equality is good for everyone? When will gender equality happen? How to achieve gender equality? The world is taking action. How to raise a feminist daughter, a feminist son? How to celebrate? What the fuck? How to stop sexist ads? Google thought this was a good idea. Google just wants whatever is the current social justice warriors rallying point. Google wants to be involved. Well, in modern society, and I ask this sincerely, in modern society, at least in America, where are the gender inequalities? I'm not even sure I'm following what they're trying to accomplish. Is it just me? I mean, and by that, and again, I'm not trying to belittle anyone or anything. I just, what are women not allowed to do, or where are women treated unequally? I'm not following it. I'm just the continuation of Chrome's comment. All right, hold on. Let me see here. Tries to commit suicide. He dies at the end of the first season, and it ends with everyone outside the surgery room. Jesus Christ! So he failed at killing himself, but then got hit by the train anyway. Well, I guess everything works out it's somehow after all. I'm just curious what you guys think about that. And I'm being genuine. I'm not, again, trying to be demeaning or, in this case, trying to be funny. I don't know what, when you talk about women wanting equality, where is the inequality? Propaganda alert, indeed, Nocto. And when I say that, I'm genuinely asking if someone knows. Again, I'm not demeaning anybody. I would really like to know. But it's a really weird and funny series. Sounds like it, Chrome. Sounds like it. Just from that ending, it sounds like it. Yeah, see, I think it's much... Yeah, see, you guys... So at least I'm not alone. It seems like you guys are the same way. It's like... And I almost hesitate to say it, because again, I want women to be equal. I think women should, obviously, have equal access to everything and every opportunity. But I don't see where they don't. I want to prove there's a gender wage gap. But see, that's the problem, Megabird, when that's and I'm agreeing with you because they want equality of outcome. Yeah, well, there you go. That's well put. Because the numbers do not reflect a wage inequality. If you look at the hard numbers, which again the SJWs really don't care to do, the simple fact is, women in general work fewer hours, and again, this is just statistically overall, tend to work fewer hours than men, and a lot of the fields that appeal to them don't pay as well. The best example is social services. Social service degrees, I read somewhere, are acquired by like 92% women in this nation, and it's one of the lowest paying careers coming out of college. So for there to be a wage gap, you've got to compare within the exact same fields, not cross fields. Because you can't expect, say some guy decided he wanted to go to medical school and a woman decided she wanted to be a social worker. You can't claim there's a wage inequality because those are the fields you chose. But now if they both chose to go in the medical field, both have the same specialty and one's getting paid more than the other, then we got a problem. All the bullshit surrounding feminism. It's sad, Em. It's sad because in my day, back when I was younger, and the feminists had a whole different way of conducting themselves and a whole different outlook. Feminism was born of genuine, just wanting women to be equal to men. Shut the fuck up, Train. Whether you're a male or a female or gender fluid, I hate you. And that was a good thing. You could get on board with that because even back when I was a kid, women did not get treated the same way as men and were not afforded the same opportunities. But because I've seen that, I also see where that has been, as near as I can tell, rectified. So now these social justice warriors have hijacked the term feminism to, further push their way, way, way out-left ideologies. Excuse me, guys, it's just Spaz Kid. Okay, he's getting out. Oh, okay, I gotta go shortly then. He's getting out fairly soon. All right. Come on, damn it. But I got the stream started early because I thought I might have to get out a little early today. For some good art, Land of the Lustrous and Reborn. Wow, that's an awesome name, if nothing else. Land of the Lustrous and Reborn. It sounds like something that would have good art just by title. I want to see that. Land of the Lustrous and Reborn. Let me look at images. Is this Week of the Lustrous? Am I finding what? Is that an anime series? Let me just see if it is. Yeah, here we go. Land of the Lustrous and Reborn. Wow, that's cool right there. That poster right there is awesome. Again, now see that's and things like this, these completely trigger that color thing I have that goes on for me. Very, very appealing to me. Anything that pops with color. Holy shit, wow. Wow, that's an intense picture right there. Yep, that pops for me. That again, anything with those type of colors. God damn it, this thing keeps going down. It's 2 anime? Oh, Land of Lustrous and Land of Reborn? Okay, I gotcha. Other dark animes? Lustrous is a 3D anime. Oh, okay, that explains the picture. The pictures look... Okay, I gotcha, Chrome. Jigoku Shujo? And Death Parade, I think we looked at, King Sinbad. Now I got to go back and remember what it was. That one I think we looked at, but this first one we didn't. Jigo. Very innocent looking. I like those little red eyes. All right, let me see what that's about. Jikoku Shogu. Hellgirl. Oh, it's also called Hellgirl. Oh, boy. Each episode typically follows the format of a self-contained short story where a person has been suffering torment from an acquaintance to the point that he or she accesses the Hell Correspondence website and submits a request to get rid of the person. Where's the website? I need a URL here. Enma, the Hell Girl, appears and presents a doll with a red string on its neck that can send the named antagonist to hell. Oh, all right. You guys got... I need this website. I need this website in my life. Oh, shit. As soon as I get it, you know Kabuto's gone. All right, hold on. Death Parade. I'm sure we looked up Death Parade. Let me remind myself, though. Because me is not smart. Me got no memory. Yeah, okay, that's one we were just looking at earlier. Oh, yeah, with that specific character, as a matter of fact, too. Yeah. Dasim. Whenever someone dies, they are sent to one of many mysterious bars run by bartenders serving as arbiters. There they must participate in death games with their souls on the line. That's a neat idea. That's a really cool idea. I would lose. I'm not good at bar games. I told you guys that, I think. Like pool, darts, any bar game I'm not good at, so I'd lose my existence immediately. Brandon says, "Oop, have you ever watched Reboot, a cartoon? It was the first fully computer animated TV series, even before Toy Story. Could you watch the abridged?" Hold on. Well, I don't know. You got to remember too, we've got a huge long list of abridged series that people have requested we watch. So I could take a look at it and see if we can put it on with the list. So when it's time to watch one, everybody can let me know what one they want to see. But let me look it up. Okay, so how am I going to do this? So I'll put Reboot. Let me put Reboot cartoon and see if that brings me to it. Reboot cartoon. Reboot Wikipedia is a Canadian CGI animated action-adventure television series from 1994 to 2001. What's the plot? The series follows the adventures of a guardian named Bob and his companions Enzo and Dot Matrix as they work to keep the computer system of mainframe safe from the viruses known as Megabyte and Hexadecimal. The setting is in the inner world of a computer system known by its inhabitants as Mainframe. It was deliberately chosen due to technological constraints at the time, as the fictional computer world allowed for blocky-looking models and mechanical animation. That's kind of neat. There's an abridged series of it too. Yeah, if you can get me to the abridged series, I could put it in. I have a whole list of abridged series that people have recommended. But when we get to do another abridged series, what I'll do is go to everybody and ask which ones they want to see. That's even how we end up doing Naruto. I try and do that because, again, you guys, for one thing, you guys as a group have much more knowledge and therefore better taste in this stuff than me. Mata says, people that have to find meaning in their sex, race, or sexuality are usually boring people that need to find something special about themselves. See, I agree with that. I agree with that. If it's so over the top, but I always look at it this way too, Maz. There are so many inequities in life still to this day. For any one of a number of reasons, people get treated unfairly or don't have certain opportunities. Given that exists, I just think it's a waste of time clamoring and marching in the streets for inequities that you've made up in your own mind, or that don't even. Again, you'll have the people with the pussy hat screaming about a wage gap. It doesn't exist, and then that's fact. If you look at the factual numbers, it doesn't exist. It's not a matter of opinion. So you waste all that energy when maybe you could be doing something for somebody who really is downtrodden or somebody who really isn't being afforded opportunities. And it is too bad, because when I was a kid, feminism was a feminist movement was necessary because women were treated completely differently. Guys, if you could I'm sure they're probably on YouTube somewhere. Some of the commercials that used to run for products were so demeaning to women and just basically put men here and women there, and they were completely socially acceptable. The man takes care of everything for the family. He goes out and he's the big provider, and the woman just sits there and fawns at his feet, and if she does anything else, well, she should get the backhand she deserves. I mean, that's basically was the message. But we progressed from that a long time ago, and then you have the social justice warriors come and hijack the term feminism. Uh, I wish I could do that. She says, Curtis, can you adopt us all and take us to Disneyland? Well, Disney World, to be fair. You'll pay for everything, right? I so wish I could. You know what? Here, I'll tell you guys something funny. I'm talking about that, made me think of it. I know we all have our what ifs we ever got rich. I can tell you exactly what mine is. If I ever got rich, say I write Roja and it took off. All of a sudden, it goes bonkers on Amazon and we sell 2 million copies. If I ever came into a windfall like that, what we would do, and especially on behalf of my wife, I don't know if you guys know this, on Disney World property, they actually sell homes where you can live at Disney World. The homes are gorgeous. They're beautiful. But they start at like $2.2 million. So if I ever came into a windfall profit like that and I lived down there, I've always thought that would be cool, because what I would do, I live on Disney World. I would come into the channel every so often and pick somebody and say, hey, come on down, stay at the house for a week. Let's go to Disney. Let's go to Disney World all week. I would love to be able to do that. I know everybody's got it. That's my windfall. Hey, what would you do if you had X amount of dollars moment? There's a Death Note live action. Yeah, it's on. You're talking about the one on right on Netflix, right, Joe? I don't. The only reason I stayed away from the Death Note live action was because everybody told me that the animated version was so much better. But yeah, I do know it exists. I was just, and again, I don't know if that's everybody's opinion, but when I was first talking about watching Death Note, everybody said, watch the animated, don't watch the live. Wolfie says, what can bread do? Jews can't exit the oven. Oh, Wolfie. we almost made it through the day without a Holocaust joke. I'm glad we did not. Chrome says, look at synopsis of Kuroshizuji and some images. All right, let's take a look. But yeah, if I ever got rich, that's what I would want to retire down there in a Disney house. Is that? Oh no, wait. This isn't Kuroshizuji Wiki. Is that Black Butler? Because that came up for me. Because Black Butler I've seen some of. That's not it. Let me go to images right away. But yeah, and I would let my wife retire there, and she would retire the happiest little old Italian lady you ever saw. This is Black Butler, isn't it, guys? Yeah, I've seen clips and read some details of Black Butler. I'm not 100% if this is the same thing or not. Fandom. Christian follows and especially his demon butlers. They take up missions. Queen Victoria assigned an order to solve certain mysteries. Although complying with her orders is his preliminary task, Seal also seeks revenge on those who have shamed the Phantom Hives and risks his soul for consumption to Sebastian in order to fulfill this. Sounds pretty intense. Hold on. Drop me to the bottom again. And Ma says, Brother E says, check out Ancient Magus Bride. Okay. That almost sounds Celtic. Magus Bride. Ancient Magus Bride. Here it is. Ancient Magus Bride's Wikipedia. It's a Japanese fantasy shonen manga series. She's produced 3-part. Now it gives characters instead of the synopsis. I hate when they do that on here. Let me see the characters, media. Why would you not give a synopsis of the story, Wiki? What's your problem? Yeah, I got nobody. Okay, let me look at some images then, because I got nobody that'll. Ooh. Wow, the images are intense. Stuff like that. You guys know me and my thing about skeleton faces. That's it. Wow, that's his bride. Let's see this cover. Yeah. Kind of a alternative take on Beauty and the Beast, it looks like. That's pretty intense looking. Let's see. I had my own talk show for years, Mr. Deadpool, on local TV. It was called Off Center because I'm off center. Mr. Deadpool asked if you had your own talk show, what would it be called? I don't know that if I did another talk show, I'd call it that, but it just struck me as funny because I did have one for years. 2.2 million. Let's chip in. Let's chip in and all pack into a house. There you go, Hi. Club 33 access. Lixbox is talking about Club 33. It's at Disney World, supposedly coming, or I'm sorry, at Disneyland, supposedly also coming to Disney World. It's a high-end exclusive club at those Disney sites. That wouldn't intrigue me, Lixbox, as much as obviously as having a house there, only because you lose a lot of the Disney magic inside that club, it seems, because anything Disney I've researched because I'm a geek. Live action is shit in this case. Joe Fox said we were talking about Death Note. Is always shit, no exceptions. Big Green says let's see. But yeah, if anything ever happened like that, if ever I somehow became wealthy, that's what I would be buying, is a Disney World house, and I would be inviting you guys to come down to Disney World. Check out Great Show Soul Action. Okay, Cyborg 009. Cyborg 009. Sounds like an technologically advanced version of Bond, James Bond. Cyborg 009. Wow. A lot of bright red to Cyborg 009. No, plot. There we go. 9 people from around the world are kidnapped by the evil Black Ghost organization and undergo experiments which turn them into cyborgs with superhuman powers. The 9 cyborgs band together in order to stop Black Ghost from achieving its goal of starting the next world war by supplying rich buyers with countless weapons of mass destruction. That's cool. That's a good storyline. Again, the storylines are brilliant in these. Classic Casern or Casern? Depends on how you pronounce that. Okay. Let's look at that one. Casern Sins. Wikipedia. It tells the story of a world where robots subjugated humanity after becoming self-aware. That could happen. That's got to come up in our How Will the World End conversation when we have it. Their leader, Breaking Boss, ruled over the world with an iron fist. One day, a mysterious girl named Luna was summoned by the people in order to bring the salvation of mankind. Fearing her as a potential threat, Breaking Boss sent 3 of his most powerful cyborg warriors, Cashem, Dio, and Lita, to dispose of Luna. Cashem, the strongest warrior, managed to track down and kill Luna. However, this triggered a cataclysmic event which set into motion the end of the world. 100 years later. Wow. My God, these storylines are deep, deep, deep. And science Ninja Team, Gatchaman. This is fun learning about all these. No chance I have of. It's almost kind of sad of getting to experience all this anime. Recurring themes of Gatchaman involve conservation, environmentalism, and the responsible use of technology for progress. The series centers on 5 young superhero ninja employed by Kozaburo Nambu of the fictitious International Science Organization to oppose an... Oh, okay, so it's... Yeah, it's... That one's more, save the planet type thing. That's cool. Is it terrible that I'm so more in tune to things that are wildly dark and or violent? I messed up, you guys. Where are the Blanca chicks at? I want Spaz Kid. And again, for any of you who don't know, because it's one of my all-time favorite quotes, what Wolfie's referencing there is Blazing Saddles. Where are all the white women at? Philip says, folks keep recommending Bakano. I thought it'd be a good one. Well, thank you, Philip. I think we looked at that earlier. Didn't we, guys? Hold on. Again, we get again, my memory. We get so many names going by. Let me double check. I could be wrong. Oh, no. No, I don't think we did. This doesn't look familiar. Who knows what I was thinking then. First, where's the plot? Past 22 volumes in chronological order. Oh, so it's... Okay, so most of it focuses... The series, often told from multiple points of view, is mostly set within a fictional United States during various time periods, most notably the Prohibition era. It focuses on various people including alchemists, thieves, mugs, mafiosi, and camorristi, who are unconnected to one another. After an immortality elixir is recreated in 1930 Manhattan, the characters begin to cross paths, setting off events that spiral further and further out of control. Wow. Wow, that sounds like a really deeply woven plot. I wonder if my old... See, now that's where I run into issues, because my old beat-up brain, when the plot lines weave that continuously, it's so hard for me, because it's not following the concepts. It's remembering what had happened prior so that I can put everything into place to actually put the pieces together. The original 70s Cash Earn series? Alright, let me see if I can find it, Junkal. This is the first I've ever heard of this one, so I'm kind of flying blind here. Let me see if I can find more about it. Cash Earn from the 70s? Okay, here it is. This said, because it said right something about production in 1973. Is an anime series created by Tatsunoko Productions in 1973, which was based on a serialization of Kodansha's Terubi magazine and Akita Shoten's Boken O. 1996. Also known as Cash Earn, is an android with a human consciousness, also known as a Neo Writer. That's what I need. So, because I want to see all this anime, so I've got to have my brain just implanted into a cyborg of some sort or something. Tetsuya himself turned into an android to hunt down and destroy the robots that have taken over the world. Okay, and now this picture there, that looks like something from the 70s, that artwork. There we go. Yeah, and now this, okay, so it's these, not the other one. Gotcha. That's pretty cool. I caught wolfies. I, as a pirate, demand booty. Surrender your rear. only if we meet in Compton, then I will surrender my rear. Guys, unfortunately, I gotta go. Now, what I'm gonna try and do. A great visual anime is called K. Let me look this up first. For one thing, Rias Gremory recommended it. So when Rias Gremory is around, you stand up and take notice. Let me put K anime. I want to do that stream that we had talked about, where we talk about how we think the planet will finally end. I don't think I'll get enough time to do it today, maybe only because my grandkids are coming over later. My wife and I are going to help them. They got big projects coming up at school, and we said we'd help them do it. So it'll probably take up my whole evening. But if anything happens that they don't, or we get done quicker, and I think I want to do that stream. K anime. Oh, the imagery is cool. Ooh. Now that to me, that type of imagery right there is exactly what I think about, even prior to getting into all this, when I think about anime. Let me just see what it says about it. Yashiro Isana has lived a relatively ordinary, simple life. He lives in the technologically advanced Shizume City and attends Ashinaka High School, a notable high school that is located on an island just outside the areas. Nothing seems wrong about him except perhaps his habit of forgetting where his school-issued PDA is. However, nothing normal has been happening since the recent murder of Tatsura Totsuka, a prominent member of the infamous Homura. So that's a murder mystery type of background anyway. That looks cool. And it has a movie between them? Oh, between the two seasons? That's cool. I could be entertained, obviously, watching anime easily for the rest of my life. Now it's just a matter of getting the time to do it. You guys got to help me come up with something here. How could one of you guys like create a cyborg that we could put my brain in? So, if you're not doing anything, and you'd like to whip one up for me, so I can continue on after this old decrepit body lets me down. Not underrated. We should check out Sesshomaru. Oh, from Inuyasha. That I seen a number of clips of for a while on the live streams. We got a lot of Inuyasha clips. That I'm trying to remember as we go. I remember the visuals in that one being really striking as well. All right, Last Flame. Last Flame's going to try and make me a cyborg. This is going to be fun. If you do go female, give me big titties though. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get up there and I gotta get my grandkids in a little while. Get Spaz Kid, and again, if anything changes with my schedule later, I'll do another stream because I want to do that stream where we talk about how we think everything will end for us. If not, I'll still get to it. One of the upcoming days, we'll definitely do it. But this was a blast. I mean, this took a direction that I didn't expect when we started, but it turned out to be a lot of fun. We haven't done a stream where I looked at images and read synopses in ages. And man, there's so much of that stuff that looks incredibly, incredibly intricate in the storytelling, which is what I really like. Oh, thanks, Cesaro. Bye, thick man. we'll all die, okay? Well, that's what we'll say. What Lixbox. After we do that discussion of how the planet will end, that's how we'll have to end that one. Is we'll all die, okay, rather than we'll all bang, okay. But yes, if by any chance things don't work out tonight, or we get done a lot faster, I think we're gonna. It's like major projects we're helping them with. I'll be on to do that stream later. If not, I'll get it in at some point, either over the weekend or early next week. But I do want to do that stream. And others with, those random type of conversations. I love those. Adrian Barbobot. Now you're talking my era, Nymphon. Adrian Barbeau. Oh, man. She was one of the original titty girls. All right, I got to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks for all this stuff. This was a lot of fun learning. And just a lot of fun chatting, as it always is. But I'll talk to you guys real soon. If I don't get on later, of course, the stream will be back up tomorrow, as always. And until then, oh yeah, Cesaro, Pomfu. So flashily, we will bang. Okay?